All right. Now we're live. Okay. All right. So we're live again. It's a Slider Cast. Probably once a year so far, but we're here.
We're not going anywhere.
This is the one that we're going to do this year.
I'm honored.
Yes.
that I'm your annual podcast.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I did. I think I did one maybe. Yeah, I did one earlier this year where it sounded, it picked up the air conditioner. It sounded crazy with the air conditioner.
It would have been good if it was like a noise of accompaniment, but instead it was more of a distraction from what I'm hearing.
Yes, yeah. So no, this one's gonna be. I feel confident about this one. Besides,
the vibe is nice. The truly that you gave me is hitting just right. I'm relaxed.
Yes,
I'm focused at the same time, and the temperature is moderate.
All right,
right now.
Okay.
But
yes.
Wait till 4 or 5 o'clock. The bitch will get hot again.
All right. Yeah, I think so. Or as soon as you started talking, the sun started coming out.
Exactly.
That's like the same testimony of people at those Diddy parties.
Leo Nation.
You're relaxed, focused. It was a little hot.
And then suddenly I'm sucking someone off.
Yeah. Then suddenly, somebody who will not be named, or you'll fall off a building like that guy from One Direction.
My pants around my ankles again.
Yeah. No, that's all that stuff is a distraction, man. I don't know if you can.
There's bigger fish to fry, and it's certainly one of the many distractions that we've been experiencing in lieu of major news. And the Diddy thing is like, okay, first of all, he's probably like Cosby in that he's about to take over a multi-million-dollar corporation, right? And they don't want that. But I think the reality... It might have been that, similar to Cosby. Well, for sure, we know Cosby, I think, was going to buy NBC.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't put them both in the same thing because Diddy kind of advertised what he was doing. Cosby was like, he was never just like, get over here, you come to a Cosby party, you won't remember.
That's
like
it.
You come to a Cosby party, you wake up the next day.
There was also a story on Diddy where it's like you got a complimentary cocktail as soon as you entered that was already laced without your consent of it being laced.
Yeah, no, that's what.
To me, I thought it was all fun and games until you've already determined the context of the party. You've already you know what I mean? Like, those motherfuckers didn't have it, unless that's just hearsay.
Yeah, no, I've heard that one too. I just think...
He doesn't sound like a very ethical man.
No, but he always kind of wore it on his chest. Like, 100%. This is wild. I do wild stuff.
Yeah.
To me, my thing, it just seems like when they do all this... They make a big deal about something and no one goes to jail. I'm like, what did you keep us from really paying attention to? Because there was something else going on.
A few things went through in legislation at the White House under the radar. It's like, how many January 6 niggas got fucking off? You know what I mean? Like, they're back in their mom's basement unscathed.
To me, a lot of that was weird too. It was at one point they were all walking in a single file line in there. I don't know if you've seen that one. They were just very mannerly in that building. Where I know, I went to high school with white people. When white people are somewhere where they're not supposed to be,
white, so I know what you mean.
But when they're somewhere where they're not supposed to be, or just kind of people anywhere, when they're somewhere they're not invited, they're not supposed to be, people act wild. People snatch shit off the walls. People just kick in.
Yeah.
People kick in wood paneling for no reason.
It's return to the frat house every time. It's like, we're back at college, back at the quad.
Like they said, the one person sat at Nancy Pelosi's desk. I would have believed that somebody took a shit in that desk.
I would have smelled the seat.
Yeah, if it was something like that.
If you a true freak, if you were already breaking all the laws, like get a little bit of her evanescence.
Yeah, or like throw her desk out the window.
Something.
To me, it didn't seem like a riot type of situation with that. But yeah, it was. I think it's secret deals being made. Like the aliens made a deal with the dolphins, or something.
Maybe.
They just didn't. They didn't want us to look.
That's a stretch, but
it's something like, especially with the Epstein. I think They were stringing people along with
right?
that.
Yeah.
Do you feel strung along? That's how I feel about all this stuff.
Well, now that they're like no files, no foul play from other people, it's just like.
That's exactly how I feel about Diddy. I'm like, now he's innocent now.
Who?
Yeah, and then why is the Maxwell Gladwell woman in jail, or why should we even give a fuck?
Ghislaine.
Yeah.
She's still alive. She plea bargained. Who knows?
She plea bargained to what? There's no no island.
We'll never fucking know is the point, and that's the most frustrating part of this whole shit. To your point, yes, every time, every single time without fail, some insignificant point of what makes the world tick and our lives really hum takes precedent over shit that really makes our lives hum.
Yeah, I just didn't. When they said that, I was like, what did I miss? I missed something. I should have learned how to code. There's a robot that just declared itself human or something, and they were just like, yo, there's no Epstein list.
Yeah.
And they're going to get ready to string us along with something else.
I'm really interested in Japan's robots right now and how they're going to interplay in our automotive industry. Oh, and the one that's like excessively violent that just seems to be able to outrun motherfuckers, I want to pay attention to that.
Yeah. No, I can't wait to see because they talk about like AI. When is AI going to be like smart enough to pick a side? Or be racist.
Wow.
Or
maybe
or like
it already is. It's just low key. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like that's why I'm like, when is this? If it's really this smart, when is it gonna do that? When is it gonna? Right now, I'm using AI to help me with a bunch of computer stuff.
Okay, is that your forte? Kind of like computer maintenance, etc.
I wouldn't say it's my forte. It's just what I'm getting into.
Okay.
Just as a hobby. But it's one of those hobbies, it can make you money if you know what you're talking about. And then it helps with all this podcasting stuff. That's why I didn't spend $1,000 for all
You
this
remember
shit.
the kid who was like, he made $400,000 and bought a house, and his girlfriend was like, fuck you, you're on your computer too much, and ruined all of his gear. Because he made incredible money, hours and hours and hours of technique and just learning.
He got there for that. And then she was like, "You're doing this too much."
He won. Yeah. After he won and got the house.
Yeah.
She destroyed all of it. I mean I think that's a fucking punchable offense.
Yeah, punchable or shakeable.
Just leave her. Just take her out. Just like just shake them.
Shakeable, but you're definitely sleeping on the couch that night.
Well,
if you're sleeping there at all.
And by couch, I mean it's someone else's house.
Okay, all right.
For the rest of your days.
All right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Anyway,
I was trying to be civil.
You didn't know. There's no civility with me with that. No, I see. I analyzed both sides, and she's dead wrong and incredibly immature.
No, she is, especially if it's your job. Like, this is how I'm making money. We're making money.
Because he's just screaming in the video. You don't get it. I'm done with you. I'm done. What?
I gotta look this up.
It's maddening.
Yeah.
And a lot of women are like, oh, poor little guy in his video games. And it's way more than that. You're basically funding a whole house. Like, hey, you're welcome for your cool life.
Yeah.
I just wasted hours and weeks and months of my life for this goal to make $400,000 and get a kick-ass house that you're living in because I thought you were my lady.
Yeah. No, and then like we were just talking about being adults. I didn't grow up rich. I know how much money that is. That's a lot of money. So it's like whatever I did to make that much money, you better not disrespect it.
Oh my God!
If I'm stripping, you better not step on any of my thongs. Let them air dry.
Exactly. Exactly. If I'm a sex worker, you better just turn your head the other way and cough.
While you have the space to stretch out, not touch the ceiling when you stand up straight. Because that's a luxury. I found out.
Why the poles in the? I don't know, but I'm glad it's here because rent is being paid.
When you're about the same height as me. We're like 6 feet ish.
Yeah.
When did you realize that like ceilings that are like higher than 6 feet are luxury?
I mean, every day. I don't even feel I'm a true 6 foot. I feel like I'm more of a 5'7".
But you know how, like, when you ever been in those places where you can stand up straight and maybe if you jumped, you can touch the ceiling?
Oh, yeah.
That's not luxury.
No.
That's
a hindrance.
Yeah, you got to be, the ceiling's got to be 20 feet high in the air.
That's a potential fail video.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, hey, I tried to shoot a hoop drunkenly and hit my head on the ceiling fan and
It's got to be 20
now
feet.
My scalp's gone.
It's got to be Shaq can't even jump up and touch the ceiling.
Well, yeah, I
and
mean
that's
Shaq's
every apartment he's in.
Shaq's just everywhere he goes. It's too low.
Yeah. No, I remember when I was a little kid. You know how everybody has those dreams they want to play sports and all that.
Yeah.
I always wanted to be a basketball player, and I wanted to be bigger and taller. And I'm glad I'm not.
You want to be a baller?
Yeah. So, but I'm glad I'm not 6'4", because that's a burden. It's a burden now being 6'2".
But I feel when I really.
I'll take it. I'll grab it.
That was sponsored by Truly. That noise.
Yeah.
Interruption in the podcast. Sponsored by Truly. I feel like when I get older, I'm going to get shorter, like as we all do, and I'm just like, so I think exercise is key, stretching, etc., to kind of keep your height.
Yeah. No, it definitely is. It's I forgot what I was going to say with that, with the getting older and the
Right. You were talking about height.
Yeah, it was truly fucked me up. Yeah, or just oh yeah, I was gonna say, have you ever been on a cheap airplane?
Oh, Spirit, yes, and Frontier, both.
Okay.
Frontier was a little wonkier.
All right.
Spirit, I didn't have bad. You know what I mean? Like when it comes to discounts, I'll take a little bit of turbulence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what it is. It's the red line of the sea.
Yeah.
I mean, the red line of the
totally.
of the sky and
yeah,
shit.
Yeah, I knew what
it's
you
like
meant.
you're on the blue line. It's like you're on public transportation. But it's just when you're in one of those cheap, small seats and you know it don't get no bigger. If I'm bigger than this has been terrible. This is uncomfortable now.
Again, with the height, parlaying back to the height. Yes, if I was too high and I was touching the overhead, then that would have been a real problem. And I'm glad I'm average height.
Yeah.
In that regard, I can get into most places and fit comfortably.
Yeah, I'm in there. Yeah, I'm kind of fortunate for that. But it would have, when you think about making big money or what like you said with the $400,000, like I need that. I kind of need $400 right now. I would cry if somebody gave me that. I would be like, oh, really?
I'm like, oh, I have to do Uber as I have $3 in my account, but it can wait till tomorrow.
Yeah. Do you do Ubers?
I do.
Oh, it was I want to get a car again just to go see my family. One.
Where's your family?
In Michigan.
Okay.
In Michigan.
And Michigan people are bred different, man.
Great
scene
they are.
There, by the way.
Yeah, I would say so. It is. It's
Independent comedy club. Ooh, chef's kiss.
Oh, really? All right. Yeah,
Best sound I've ever heard yet.
Where's that at?
It's like Manatakawa. It was like a really long consonanted kind of a Native American indigenous name.
Oh, so that sounds like in middle of the state,
Yeah.
not the Detroit area.
Well, it's Detroit. It's part of Detroit. It's a neighborhood of Detroit. Like a Printer's Row or some shit. You know what I mean? Or a Logan.
No, okay. I'm trying to figure that because I'm actually
Maybe
from.
That's new.
Was it in Detroit City?
Yeah.
It was in the city.
According to all the people that are from Detroit, they're like, yes.
No, but you've been there though, right? You were there,
man.
Okay, all right.
Dope.
I'll look it up. Yeah, no, I have it because I started doing comedy here.
Okay.
So I've yet to do comedy.
No, you're from Michigan, but you started doing comedy once you moved to Chicago.
Yeah, once I moved to Chicago, I started doing comedy, but
Nice.
from Detroit. And no, I want the car to do that, but I want the car to get back into Uber because that was fun. Just talking to people and kind of.
That's the best part about it. It's not the money you're making. It's definitely the reciprocity you're getting from your passenger.
Yeah. No. And, yeah, making money too. But it was like I would kill a couple birds in one stone.
Hell yeah.
Just like have a strategy with the riding.
If I make $50 today, for instance, that's gas money and eggs.
Okay.
And that'll get me over the bare minimum.
I forgot the girl's name. She was a comedian, and she was like, she only did. This was back when North Bar was open.
Oh,
R.I.P.
missed North Bar.
Yeah, R.I.P. North Bar. Missed that place.
Yeah, love it.
She only did 75 rides a week. She was like, I do 75, 80 rides a week, and it's always $1,000. She was like, that's all I need, $1,000 a week.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Then I was like, okay, that's manageable.
That's all she does.
Yeah, just like 15 rides a day. Get the 75 out.
That's it.
Yeah, I would do that, and that way, because you're not chasing money, you're just doing an amount of rides.
So she has it calculated, and I never thought, because 15 rides a day, it's like the various rates in which you actually get paid. I couldn't really count on simply 15 to do the job. Like I would have to make $100 a day clear, in order for it to be beneficial. If I were doing it full time,
I think you should look at because when my car broke down, I did the Lyft rental program, which is basically slavery.
Oh,
Have you ever done that, or you know anyone in that?
I was a Lyft guy, and I did paid slavery for.
You did a rental program?
Oh yeah, man.
All right, yeah.
You got to make 30 rides plus so much money before, and that's like Christ. That's fucking 2 days work right there.
Yes, exactly. They were taking, but I did it. It was like pre-pandemic. It was $280 every Monday.
The rates were much better for drivers.
Yeah, and so they it was $280 every Monday they took out. And you, whether you had it or not, they were just going to take the $300 out of your account, whether you had it or not.
Wow.
And so I equated that 280 was like 50 to 60 rides.
Yeah.
So I had to do 50 to 60 rides before I can make any money after that. And so my goal for the week, it was just like, let's just do like 100 and something rides. Let's get it out the way. I'm at 150 rides. That's kind of how I counted it. So then when she said the 85. I was like, all right, that makes sense. Because I remember, because you had to do at least 50 just to make their money. So it was, and then that made me want to have my own car. Because I'm like, I'm going to do 50 rides a week in my own car.
Yep.
And just pay my own note or something. I'm paying this note.
Yeah, when the rental program from Lyft, as they said, stopped, they're like, you'll have to parlay over to Uber. I'm like, that means I need to buy a car, which I don't know if I have the money for, and you're just cutting this rental program. It's faceless corporations that really don't have to answer to anybody.
Yeah, no, and it felt like that, to where like you can be in good standing, but then if something did fuck up, you didn't know who to talk to. You were just emailing people back and forth. And it's this other comedian that worked at Cole's Bar. I worked at Cole's Bar, and I saw him arguing with those people because they took the $300 out when he didn't have it. He was trying to give the car back on a Monday. And then that's when I, you know how you got to learn from other people's mistakes?
Yeah.
So that's when I took a mental note, like, okay, and then I turned mine back on like a Thursday or a Wednesday. I worked the Monday and Tuesday and turned it back. But he was just like outside the door, like, you took 300, I'm in the negative. And he was like screaming. And I just remember, like, okay, I don't want to be like this guy. I don't remember to do my rides because they're just going to take the money regardless. Yeah, and he was screaming. And then it's just, but like you said, it's a faceless corporation. You're screaming at an email, then you finally get on the phone with somebody.
And they're like, hello? And
yeah.
Yeah, you're not from here.
Then if you're screaming at them, you're not getting shit screing at somebody from another country.
No, not at all. They're just like, you're insane. Okay, we'll do our best.
Yeah, it was like, yes, I'll try hard. You don't even know where I'm at. So
yep, you're in a completely different time zone right now with no sensibility of where I'm at mentally. It's a drag, but here we are, and it's good now that I have my own car. I can do the side hustle.
Yes.
I can just do exclusively. This is for gas. This is for food. I don't have to bust my ass and make $100 fucking right now. Like, I can just make up to 50. That's realistic.
Yeah, no, I kind of pieced it together when you said you only cared about the 50, and I was like, okay, he owns his car, yeah, because it's not a rental car where it's just like I gotta do 300.
This is gas money. This is etc. Yeah, this is enough to get me through the next couple days before the next major payday. But now I realize I'm just gonna have to do a little bit of that every day or every other day just to keep my head above water, because bills are real. No matter, like, I'm still house poor. I make a little bit more money. I live better, but
yeah,
still fucked.
When you say house poor, that means you have your own house, or what does that mean?
Well, my own apartment, but you know what I mean? It's like I don't have extraneous income to make all these grand plans of.
Oh, all right. That's a fun. Okay, I like that term, house poor.
Yeah.
All right. It's just, yeah, no, that's funny.
It does resonate to house something else, I'm sure, in our minds as black men.
No, but I kind of got what you meant, though, like, because it's one of those, like, I don't got money to do frivolous shit, but I got something. I'm going home to something. I'm not sleeping in my car.
I got a roof over my head.
Yeah, I'm not.
Major bills are paid.
I don't use LA Fitness to shower.
I'm not going to go to the Queens of the Stone Age concert this month.
Yeah, I'm not. You won't see me, and I won't smell like piss.
Yeah, exactly.
But it was
I'm bathed.
I won't smell like
my clothes
Givenchy
are
cologne.
Laundered.
Yeah. See, no, I got you. House poor. I like that. Yeah,
it's real.
Basically, house poor.
I mean, all of us comedians are, aren't we?
Yeah, most of us. But I noticed some of us, It's a good majority of us. You can tell come from means, and you can tell those are the people that never talk about work. Sometimes when they don't have a joke about their job and shit, it's like, oh, because you ain't got no job.
I know,
and then
it's
people,
so crazy.
You ain't got to be nice around some people you don't want to be nice around.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you got some money.
Oh, shit, you ain't got to compromise shit. Okay.
Yeah, like you're never around anybody that you fucking despise.
Right.
Like regular people
you don't have to
are.
have conversations with the general public. Okay, so context is lost on you. Got
Yes, yes. I've noticed that with a lot of comedians. And then it's a couple. One guy, he was just like, I kind of, my family had some money, blah blah blah. It's two comedians. The one guy said it on stage, and the other guy was just like, yeah, family's kind of rich, but I'm doing my job. And I'm like, this is cool. It is so cool because then it makes sense when I hear you talk. And then they're like the funnier people. It's always the people who, and then that's kind of, I've noticed.
Sounds like they got a good head on their shoulders about it.
Yeah, where
the people that you're speaking, I think, fondly of.
Yeah, no, they're great comedians, but I've noticed it's just like people in general. When you're lying about where you're from, it's kind of like you got this little shield up. You might think it's nothing, but this as an observer, I'm like, I noticed that. And so everything else is a lie. You start off with this little bitty lie, and it's especially some of the people who are from the Metro Detroit area, and they just say Detroit.
Oh.
And it's just like, no, most white people from Detroit look like mechanics. They kind
actually.
They have
They're
mechanic.
hipster mechanics, yeah.
Yeah, even if you can tell like a working class white man, but
in the downtown area, the kind of like more kitschy neighborhood that has been developed in Detroit since I don't know when, people really speak freely, and it's like all races of people, and I'm just like dropping the N-bomb in there, and everyone's just like not fazed by anything. There's no woke.
Yeah, because people are hardworking.
Yeah.
You don't have time to be fake woke when you got to work every fucking day.
There were some black women that were seriously working out an argument at a table, and it was like, yeah, they're totally working out their problems in real time, and they're like, okay, goodbye, okay, let's go, babe, you know what I mean? And then they're back to being cool.
Yeah.
I was like, we should all embrace this. Anywhere in Illinois, be like, oh my God, these black women are starting to act out. Oh my God.
Yeah, no, or like you could just tell when people are honest about where they're from. Like when in social media, when you see you can see these creators and they're like, I'm from Chicago, and you could tell it's not from Chicago, it's someone who's been living here.
Yeah.
Rather than now I've been seeing social media posts from people who are like, this is the real Philadelphia. And it'll just be like a white guy that's like, you could tell he's from Philadelphia.
Yeah,
like
dude.
these are real
the guy's
locals.
got the whole swagger, the accent, the whole vibe.
I seen one where there's this I wish I knew the name of this bar in Philadelphia where it's a members only bar, and they only give new memberships the first week of May every year. And they give like 30 new memberships, and it was like 300 people in line.
Oh, wow.
For 30 memberships since 6 a.m. and they started at 9, and they're only giving out like 30 to 40. And then the guy was just like, this is this prestigious bar. Let's talk to these jack-offs in line. It was like,
Let's talk to these tourists.
Yeah, and,
Right.
but you can tell some of them were local people. And then he was just like, you're not a member here yet? What the fuck? You've been, and it was like, yeah, I've been waiting in line for like 2 hours, waiting to be in here. And you could tell it was like a local thing. Like it wasn't that many. If it was some gentrifying people in there, they were all the way in the back. But they weren't the people waiting in line since 6 a.m.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
I think that'd be cool if Chicago had a bar like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's cats online that are like, this is the real blah, blah, blah. There's this like brother that's just like talking about all these restaurants, all the different neighborhoods, like the little hidden spots no one knows about, not just the babas, but like, the hidden little treasures and all the hoods that no one acknowledges because of how segregated this city is. Yeah, and that's refreshing to see as well. To your story. Like it'd be good. It would be. I mean, I think Chicago. I think we've gotten a lot prouder. I think there's things that we should be proud of. I think where we are now for comedy is a beautiful place to be, and there's such a support and heavy competition for it. It's a dichotomy. Yeah. But what a wonderful place to be, man. Like, and I'm doing music. I'm a musician. My band is popping off. So things are starting to work for me where they weren't before. So I think in general, Chicago has sort of flourished, and not in an obnoxious, gentrifying way. Like, there's other really cool things that we're celebrating, and maybe it's this new generation of kids. And I feel like I'm seeing that, at least on social media. Like, okay, well, we're going to take the responsibility to let you know what real Chicago shit is around here.
Yeah.
You know, the stuff that no one wants to talk about. If you just want to talk about Northside Cubs and that neighborhood or this, that. But there's hundreds of beautiful gems that just represent the best of what Chicago has. And it makes me proud. Also, the fact that teachers are ready to go throw bows at ICE. When they came through here, I said, okay. And the mayor, not that I have like the best regard for him, but he was very steadfast, I would say, in making sure that they're not going to fuck with us around here. Like,
where does the mayor live?
I think he lives in a regular ass neighborhood, maybe in the South Side, maybe in Hyde Park. I don't know. I'm guessing.
No, yeah, I always I've been here for just in Chicago for maybe 13 years. I'm somebody I feel like you got to be of the city. People should know where you live.
I'm 25 years deep.
Yeah, like even though you say what you want about Rahm Emanuel, because he was kind of like a LinkedIn shade ball, but I liked how he lived in Rogers Park. People knew where he lived, and once a week he caught the train to work. He'll catch the Brown line to work.
I just find him very pretentious.
No, yeah, he was. He was really pretentious. But to get on the train, you know where he lives. You know his route once a week.
Yeah.
You can see him and be like, oh, shit, that's him. I think that's what you need as a mayor. People need to see you.
Sure.
And so it's just like,
we're a common citizen.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, where's Brandon Johnson at? What neighborhood? You would want him to be in Hyde Park, but it's just like, I don't see him getting on the green line to come to work.
I mean, he's smart about it. He's got a 6-foot-tall Secret Service agent at his side.
Yeah, they all do. Rahm Emanuel had, and then the difference between him and Lori, Rahm had like presidential security. Lori had like just some cops that were her friends.
Betty from the block.
Yeah, it was just the people.
The florist.
Because I worked at 2 restaurants and I saw Rahm Emanuel, and I worked
certainly wasn't her inseam person. Certainly wasn't her clothing designer.
What, Lori?
Yeah,
her.
That person wasn't with, because they'd had pants that fit.
Yeah, when you saw her security, that's when you saw her. When the Rahm's people, they would come through like 10 minutes, 15 minutes before you knew. And it'll be people with these things on, and you just go, what the fuck's happening? And then the manager will be like, all right, everybody be cool. We're going to have a guest come in. And then he comes strolling in. And you go, oh, shit. And then it's just to see his security. And then Lori, you're like, all right, these are 3 different... This is 2 different regimes.
Yeah. There's two different levels.
Yeah, but then like to see that he rode the train. I'm like, all right, this is of the city. This is somebody who lives here.
For sure.
Chicago's weird. I just want to know, where is this mayor at? Where is he at? Where can I be going to a Jalasko and run into Brandon Johnson?
I don't know. I think that's more of a mystery these days.
I know where I can run into Lori Lightfoot. She lives kind of close to here.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, she went because you were outside in the parks with us, weren't you?
Probably.
Like during 2020, and at first they were in they were at the Lincoln. They were at like the Lincoln Square Park.
Oh.
But then they moved, and so where they moved to Kimball and Diversey, that's like a nicer park. But they were only there for 2 weeks because I'm like, Lori Lightfoot lives around the corner. This is the bad spot to be.
She had protection.
Yeah, but she had protection. But if anybody complains, it's gonna go through.
Right.
Because this is, because
this is her hood.
Yeah, especially if she's just like, yeah, I heard like a speaker, somebody telling jokes. I don't know about that.
So I'm going to confront you. I'm going to put my finger in your face for a minute.
Yeah, and then this big security services, so my security people are going to tell you what's going on. Yeah, I don't know.
I think she forgot what she was supposed to be doing.
Yeah, no,
I think she probably questioned, hey, what am I doing?
Yes. No, it's a lot of stuff. I just didn't like when she told people not to get the haircut. And then she got her hair cut during COVID. And she was like, well, I'm an official. No, man. If we're all in this together, we're all in this together.
So
we got to see it.
So she pulled a Gavin Newsom.
Yeah. Yeah, she was our states. Like, you had to be scruffy. You had to look like even Puffy was selling it. Like, back to Puffy. Remember, I don't know, he did some kind of Skype call, and his hair was all gray because he stopped putting the shit in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, even he's feeling it. He ain't got time to go to the barber.
He's good.
You know, and this is wow.
He has presidential stress.
Yeah, but this was like this was 4 years before anything bad and shit. This is during the pandemic.
He had to know something was coming down the pike.
Yeah, maybe he knew it, the pipeline, but like when
interestingly enough, really as an aside, random, but I went on vacation in New York. My friend knew these people that wrote for major magazines, so we went to the Glad Art auction, and it was like a big event. It was really fucking dope, and there's all this art, kind of defaming art on P. Diddy. And like,
okay, so this was recent.
Very homoerotic. 10 years ago.
Oh no, so this is before anything. This is okay.
But the gay community was like, yeah, so we get wind that P. Diddy is bisexual, but why isn't he just speaking on that? Why isn't he representing that, and why is he almost seemingly homophobic, I guess, was the narrative from that.
From them? Okay.
Yeah, I thought, and so I got kind of an inside scoop on, you know, what the tea is.
Yeah, or just people just knew that's how he partied in New York. Yeah, no, that's funny. New York is like a, I don't care. It was just with this, like I felt like it was a distraction because they were like Rico and all this bad stuff, and then all they were talking about was freaky stuff. Well, and I'm like, I don't want to hear about freaky stuff. I want to hear
distractions. So yes,
I want to hear about the Rico shit. I want to hear how you're like, you know, what is a RICO charge? Because it seemed like everybody can get a RICO charge if you just.
Maybe explain the RICO charge to me again.
Yeah, because it's like you're talking about everything else but that, and it was just like, this is bad. It reminded me, and then like, you know, like back in the day when you were a little kid, you're exposed to stuff before you need to be or deserve to be.
Totally.
So I remember I'm a little bit younger, just when Monica Lewinsky was going on.
Yeah.
And I just remember being a little kid, but just everybody's like, put a cigar up that vagina. Put a cigar up the vagina. Cigar, vagina. I just heard cigar and vagina so many fucking times. So I was a little kid like, God damn.
I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah, or, you don't remember, or you were probably old enough to where you're like, okay, yeah, that's what's going on. But it was just so much to where, like, I didn't need to be exposed to that. And then that's not even that bad to what's going on now.
You're like 7.
Yeah, but it's just like whatever the fuck little kids are hearing now about P. Diddy and nipples and shit, and just even the term. I saw one teacher said,
I want to try that, YOLO.
That or you just, even if you don't want to try it, you just hear about it. Like I didn't even, you know, like I'm straight. I've never was like, yeah, when I get old enough, I'm gonna stick a cigar up a girl's vagina. Like I was like, that's fucking weird. The president did that. That's weird.
When I get older, I'm gonna put a vagina on my body.
Yeah, like I was like, the president's weird for that. I don't get it. Yeah, it was just being a little kid. Oh, the teacher was like, it's like words that people are saying and can't say in my classroom. And the woman was like, she wrote like, kids are saying the word freak off. If I hear the word freak off, you get in trouble. No freak off in here.
It's
you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
that's a heavy term. Your ghost just opened the door.
Oh shit! All right, as long as they gotta close.
You got a real iron skillet there. Real cast iron skillet. That's where you make the sausage and biscuits and pancakes and shit.
Yeah, that's where I make the cornbread when I need to and stuff.
Oh God, you just made me hungry. I will come over for dinner and I will bring stuff. Yeah, the distractions, they're constant, and I mean, all I've been hearing for 6 months is Israel-Palestine, who's died, and cut to Big Beautiful Bill, you know, and it went through. And
who's Big Beautiful Bill?
Trump's.
Oh, okay. I thought I just imagined a person named Bill in my mind.
Yeah, I'm just a Bill.
Yeah, it's just some white guy named Bill with a cowboy hat on. Like, what did he?
McGill.
All right, like I'll tell Bill he's looking good. I don't know.
Bill looking good. Now you're a Bill.
Yeah. All right. Driving to what kind of truck you driving, Bill? It's probably a Ford Ranger.
You know it's an F-110, buddy. Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah.
F-550, baby. Fucking dual exhaust. Anyway.
No, I know about the Bill. It was just I really thought of a person. I was like, who the fuck?
Well, that's good. I mean, it's interesting that took that turn.
Big Beautiful Bill.
Big Beautiful Bill. What's up, Big Beautiful Bill?
Yeah,
hey, Bill. You know what? Bill is good looking.
Did you play football at all in high school? Oh, okay. Everybody
Basketball.
played football with someone named Billy.
Of course.
Billy or Bobby, and they were always kind of like, yeah, Big Billy, Big Bob, let's go.
Let's go, Billy. Come on, Bobby.
Let's go, man.
Something about the name just constitutes someone putting like some sort of southern black vernacular into that delivery.
Let's get him. You're the best tackle in this county. Let's get him.
Bill, you're going to take us to the 4-H-A this year. It's going to be fantastic, Bill.
Protect our quarterback. This white family adopted you. You know, you're going to take us to the promised league.
We know which movie this comes from. Yeah, absolutely. There's one in every state. And then, sports were never like a huge thing for me. I was more of a music dork.
Okay.
And then,
that works out more.
Yeah. For me, it did. But, I mean, I did basketball. I was good at track. I was good at running. Like, once I got in a groove and lean and tone, I'm a really good runner.
Okay.
So, and then martial arts is what I discovered. Oh, I do have this athletic. I am an athlete. So, I mean, I did, running or whatever, but I did like jujitsu and I did Shaolin Kung Fu for a minute and I did Krav Maga for a minute. And now it's,
all right.
I hope it's somewhere in my memory.
You're poking people in the eyes and shit.
Well, you're throat chopping, you're doing backward punches and shit. You're doing forms to protect and guard and then, you're doing like inside cutting punches if it's Krav Maga. And then obviously jiu-jitsu, it's all about trying to fold people up in a particular way. And
I like this one comedian said that jiu-jitsu is just aggressive hugs.
Totally.
I thought that was hilarious.
Aggressive hugs is a really funny term.
Yeah, no, yeah. I thought that was hilarious. Just some of these comedians, they got some good stuff.
Yeah.
some of these
comedians have some really good material. They're onto something, and I think you should watch out for them.
Yeah, they should keep it going with that aggressive hug shit.
That's right. That's right. So so you and I will have to compare and see how many things have actually passed in the legislature. Why we've been getting affected by the bells and whistles.
Yeah, no,
that'll be the next podcast.
Yeah, I know for sure. The one thing that they came out with, they said one picture of some UFO. They confirmed that it was actually made by Radon, or it was made by one of the companies.
That I totally believe. I think we've been distracted thinking that these are all extraterrestrial beings in these mechanisms, but it's a lot of the U.S. built or foreign built machinery.
Yeah. No. All right. Yeah, you're exactly on the money with that. My thing is, I always think about the common person when they keep that type of technology secret. It's gonna reach a limit to where they show it to us, but then it's like, you got nowhere to run, bitch. It was like this shit is in the air. We control the air.
I mean, we're seeing it all video. I mean, social media. It's like you can't get away with anything, right?
But you know what I mean, though? It's just like this. What type of technology are you gonna have? Are you gonna have robot bugs? Are you gonna wait till you control? You think it's a fly? We're watching you, and you better not swat it.
Yeah, and it's tracking you.
Yeah, and it's just it just seems like, why hold this stuff hostage or keep it secret? When are you going to let us know that you got this type of plane that defies physics and things like that?
How many things are being orchestrated or worked upon that have to be kept a secret for copyright infringement, or if some other country gets a hold of the technology and steals it? It's spy versus spy. Like, all day, every day. Like, if you remember the magazine Cracked or Mad.
Yeah, no, I remember that.
There's a cartoon called Spy versus Spy. And all they're doing is just, like, trying to front on each other, like, the whole time. That's where we are. It's part of where we are, I think.
I know there's a lot of examples, but sometimes when something gets close, touches your heart, you're just like, why'd they keep that from us? So I found out this, it was a podcast, this comedian was talking about his uncle. He had hand sanitizer. His uncle was like, oh yeah, we had that in the Army. So they had hand sanitizer. They had that going on first before it was just like, remember, like, hand sanitizer was big in the 90s?
Yeah.
But before that, it was an Army operation.
Wow.
And my thing is, like, they the only people that can be clean.
You know what I mean?
You gotta take over so many countries before you can let us be clean.
You know how many wounds you guys probably treated that could have been here?
Yeah, and that's my thing. Like, what do you gotta do? What are you gonna finish doing before you show us the anti-gravity shit?
Yeah.
Before I can have some anti-gravity
first
boots.
Of all, we'll never know.
And not feel 300 pounds. But I'm glad we got the hand sanitizer.
Yeah. Since it was ahead of time, that's a great bit, by the way. I think if you focus on the hand sanitizer and equate it to exactly. Glad I got the hand sanny. I'm glad technology allowed. I'm glad the forces that be allowed us to have that amazing piece of technology that we could like keep our hands clean and sanitize our stuff. But as far as like as far as anything else that's sort of like really fuel efficient, or like some sort of like nuclear, like controlled nuclear technology.
Yeah, I see that stuff. That stuff's dangerous. As soon as my nuclear car collides with your nuclear car, yeah, that's bad. And that's what the people in the army.
This can be bad enough. Like the batteries blow up. Like they're not a perfect car as of yet.
No, I don't wish ill on people, but I know my manager was big on Tesla, and he's got something wrong with it. To where I don't know what's wrong with it.
He's just a piece of shit.
No, he's not a piece of shit. It was just the people with the Teslas are like, I got a Tesla.
Dude, they're so fucking weak, dude.
My thing is, though,
Sometimes my Honda can outrun your fucking Tesla.
To me, it's beyond that. This is like normal stuff. If something was wrong with your car, you get it fixed right away.
Yeah.
His dilemma is whatever's wrong with it, he don't want to take it straight to Tesla because it'll be an arm and a leg.
Oh, it's like going to any dealer. It's always a fucking hassle.
But Tesla's different than any other dealer.
Sure.
And so I've been just hearing him kind of shop every other. He's shopping his car at every other shop to see, hey, can you repair this? Can they repair this? And then the one guy was like, yeah, man, my dad said he could do everything, but he can't do Teslas. So you could tell whatever he needs done, he just doesn't want to take it. He just don't have the money, or he just don't want to take it to them.
Sure.
Yeah, and it's
or ethically they may not agree with it.
Yeah, to me, it's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's probably like it's probably something small that'll probably cost so much money. It's probably some kind of crack in the windshield, but the windshield is half the car.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, we'll have to replace literally the left side of the car if we have to replace.
It's like, you see, this is all the same panel.
Yeah.
So, like, what?
It's a brilliant machine. I've driven one. I mean, but it's take me a while to navigate. You know, all of the lack of that tactile steering wheel and the control. You know what I mean?
I haven't driven one yet. I want to. I want one to like do whatever I want to do to it. Like I was thinking to remember back in the
blow up doll.
Yeah, or similar to that. Remember back in the day, people used to unlock phones and jailbreak iPhones.
Yeah.
I want to jailbreak the Tesla.
Well, there's people out there that can already do that.
You get what I mean? Like, I want to like see what does this thing could do. This thing could go 1,000 miles per hour. It just won't let you. It's unlocked now. It can.
Yeah.
You know, like, and then
Don't they have the ability to do that? Like, you could either. Excuse me, Jesus. Sorry. You could either. Maybe I'm thinking of self-driving mode, but aren't there already options to unlock features that you're speaking of right now?
I mean, not in like the way I'm talking about, where it's jailbroken. Yeah, I know, and then I know they'll penalize you for some stuff too. Like if you do something, it won't let you. It won't let you do the self-driving for like a couple hours or something like that. Yeah, so it's like you would probably jailbreak it to not do that, or to not have the lane assistance, or it's supposed to stop when something jumps in front of you, but maybe it's just a cone. You're gonna keep going. It's little stuff like that. But I was the one conspiracy theory. Back, it was like a couple years ago. Tell me if you heard of this. You know how like when you're driving, the Tesla will show you if a person is there.
Yeah.
People were driving through and near cemeteries, and the Tesla would show people. And then it got an update, and it stopped doing that.
That's kind of
freaky. Have you heard that?
No.
No? Okay.
That's kind of awesome, though.
I would get one to see if it still does that, or to see what the fuck's going on.
People in the graveyard?
Yeah, it said it was, know how...
Still picking up fucking spirits?
Yeah, you know how like it's got that display in the middle of the thing.
Yeah.
And then it said they would drive near a cemetery or through one, and it'll just be like, it'll show somebody walking.
That's fucking rad.
Yeah, like what the fuck is that?
Now with ectoplasm... that was lame. I don't know. Wow.
I can tell you never heard that. So yeah, no. All right.
No.
Think about it next time you're in a Tesla. Every time I'm in an Uber and it's a Tesla, we drive by a cemetery. I'm looking at the screen. I'm like, okay.
That's killer. That is so cool. Because I'll go into a rabbit hole and look at like paranormal, extraterrestrial, alien shit, and freak myself the fuck out.
People say they got him on camera and stuff.
Skinwalkers and Bigfoot.
I halfway believe in that stuff. It's just Paul Mooney had the funniest joke. He was like, if ghosts existed, there'll be black slave ghosts on white people every day.
Word.
So he was like, there's no, I don't think it is. Because when he said that, it was because there's been some, and I'm not the super racism guy or whatever, but it's some black people that have been wronged, and there's some ghosts out there that'll be pretty pissed off.
Yep.
And so it's something going on where
full specteritis.
Yeah, it's like there's some kind of magic. And then it's another, I don't know if someone else said it but I was saying a joke where I was like, I haven't seen any modern ghosts. I haven't seen any ghosts be like, waza, and be like, or like a breakdancing ghost, just a ghost just out there. And then some lady being like, that's my son. He got shot in 1989. He loved breakdancing.
Ghost that's on high on his Riz today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just
Where's the Rizzler? Where's the Rizzler ghost?
Yeah. A ghost. A ghost is like, where's my cell phone? Where's my cell phone? And then he turns around and half of his head's blown away.
Right.
And it's just like, oh, yeah, that's the guy that got shot in 2009 over his cell phone.
Yeah.
You know, like, what?
People are looking at him. He's like, you're doing too much. Yeah.
Yeah, no, or the lean with it, rock with it ghost. It's just always somebody like, he don't bother nobody. He just see him leaning and rocking with it.
He rocks with it. He just feels the beat of the music. But he's stuck in early aughts.
You ever thought about it? Like growing up, everybody always said they saw a ghost, but it was like, he was like a cowboy. Or he was like on Unsolved Mysteries and shit. It was like a cowboy ghost. And
yeah, you know what? I have heard of that.
I've never heard of like a modern ass, just like he was a black dude, big ass afro, talking about where the discotheque.
Exactly.
It was like that was
like,
whole
where
Earl.
Bitches at? Yeah.
Earl got shot outside of Studio 57. Then they changed it.
Where's Harold?
Yeah, it was like this was never Harold. Oh, it was in the 80s. But then it was a mass shooting here.
Oh.
It was, I just want my chicken. I'm waiting on some chicken. Then they fade away.
Yeah, I'm just waiting on my chicken.
It was just a ghost that they just want their chicken.
Right. It's the ghost of hunger's past.
Yeah, no, I think about that often with
hilarious.
These paranormal stuff and weird shit, and I'm like, it's something else going on because we would see more of it.
Right.
Oh, can I talk about one other thing I think is fucked up? You may know about it. Have you heard of Lake Tahoe?
Yes.
So they said that mobsters used to like kill people in Lake Tahoe.
Okay.
And they said Lake Tahoe, I guess, is really cold at the bottom. So
it preserves the flesh.
Yeah, it preserves people, and they call it the dancing floor of Lake Tahoe. Like when you Google this, it's on TikTok. There's a lot of videos, and then they said like basically, especially people who had shit tied to them, tied to their feet.
Yeah.
They go to the bottom, and then they're just down there. It looks like they're just swaying.
Oh,
and it looks like they're alive.
Wow.
And then they said some famous diver named Jacques Cousteau went there in the 70s. My thing is, how come no one's got a drone or done anything? But they said Jacques Cousteau went down there, and his quote said that the world isn't ready to discuss what I've seen. And
he's seen a lot more shit than that.
Yeah, so it was
a lot more.
Have you heard of that?
Jane Goodall too, I'm sure.
Who's Jane Goodall?
She's like the ape woman. She's like befriended the apes. She's advocates for.
Okay, I've heard that name before.
Yeah, she's a representative for ape rights.
All right. Yeah.
And Jacques Cousteau, that guy was. I mean, they're both in the same league as far as like conservationists. You know, people advocating for clean water and.
Okay, he probably went down there and like it's a whole bunch of fucking bodies down here that haven't. You can't even lie about what happened here.
Word. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he was just like, and then they said it's, and then there's one. They said it was a story of some Chinese workers that were building a railroad and they were promised money, but then they were all killed and thrown down there. And then they said like you could see them down there, and they said they still have like their outfits from the 1800s and shit.
That's wild.
So it was just like
it's so well preserved. There goes your door again.
Oh shit. Oh, I didn't even hear it. But yeah, it sounded
That's one of them now, the Chinese delegates.
Yeah. No, I don't know if you ever heard that. You haven't heard that story at all?
No, never.
Okay.
So thanks, Richard. I knew there would be a lot of learning moments today, like talking to you, and I did not think that would be one of them.
All right, yeah, it made me not want to go to Lake Tahoe, and you always hear about it in a positive manner.
Yeah, like we don't know what prehistoric shit lies in the depths.
No.
80% of the world's, land mass
being
hear water.
You ever heard about Lake Lanier in Georgia?
Yeah.
That's some town that they will. underneath it was supposed to be like a black town called Oscarville, and it was flooded in, and they say Lake Lanier is haunted.
Sure.
And there's accidents that happen on Lake Lanier. It's at least more than 2 accidents every year. It was just an accident maybe a week ago where some people died on this lake. And then
it's cursed.
Yeah, they say it's cursed. Some people have said that they felt like it was people pulling them in.
Yikes.
And but ever since I've heard this story, it's always more than a couple accidents on this lake every year. And then you hear about it up here. We're in Chicago. Mm-hmm. So if we were down there, it's probably like at least 3 more that are just reported in Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia's an interesting place. Tennessee, like I vacationed there recently, and
you go on a lot of vacations. New York, Tennessee.
When did I? Well, I mean, this is a span of maybe 20 years' time now.
Oh, okay. Oh, your whole lifetime of vacations.
That goes against my non-expendable income conversation I had earlier. I'd be contradicting that. No, so but I've been around. You know, I've taken advantage of time and money when I had it. It's like I didn't realize how mountainous it started in Tennessee and then got into Georgia, and I'm like, oh, there's definitely a lot of stuff happening back here.
Yeah.
You know, like unexplained shit.
Yeah, I drove through Chattanooga, and that's where, because sometimes I've driven through Tennessee a lot, but on the east side where you just kind of drive through Memphis a little bit, going to Alabama, but never on the Chattanooga side. Very hilly, very dangerous. Yeah, and I felt like it's a lot going on. Places where you wouldn't even go to, like if you called the police and were like, I'm at the top of this mountain, it'd be pretty fucking hard to get up there.
Yeah, there's some shit. There was a wedding in Lula, Georgia, which is not far from Gainesville. It's like a half hour, and that's beyond rule. I mean, it's one huge factory, foliage, a road, hills that drop 20, 30, 40 feet, and then a house down there.
All right.
It looks like a matchstick house. And I'm like, who lives there? Don't want to know. Don't want to probably find out, because it's literally 10 people per that area. And I'm like, they all must work at this factory, right? Because there's no getting around. It's not like the nearest town is under 30 miles to get goods.
Yeah.
So it's beautiful, but it's like, this is another slice of America I'm not familiar with, and I don't want to be.
Yeah, no, it looks weird, especially. So you were in Gainesville. Were you in Gainesville, Florida, or it's just from
Georgia?
Okay. Oh, there's a Gainesville, There's a Gainesville, Georgia.
Nobody knows that.
Where's that at in reference to Savannah?
2 hours south of Atlanta.
2 hours south of Atlanta,
Yep.
Probably southeast, because I know Savannah's like south. Savannah's like close to Jacksonville.
Yeah, I think Savannah's closer to what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because
we were a half hour away from this Lula place, which is beautiful, but so desolate.
All right.
And obviously had its own culture.
Yeah. No, I always because kind of getting back to what you were talking about, how Chicago being so great, I always think about moving to another city. And then it's just like, okay, it's going to be a downgrade. If it's not New York, it's going to be a downgrade because there's so much stuff going on here. It's like at least 4 different parts of this city and the metro area where we can get something going. You can get comedy going, and then you got a band where, like, if you move to, and then, like, I'll say the Gainesville, Florida, I know they like a lot of bands and stuff down there, but you're only in one spot where they like bands, and they might not like comedy. Right. You can do both things.
No, everything is appreciated here.
And, yeah, that's a good way of saying it.
Are flourishing and always have been, and everything is protected, respected, taken seriously. You know, that's why we have so many festivals. And it only gets better. It only gets busier. And then people like make excuses for more festivals and more meetups or events. So there's never a lack, as you said, of anything to do. And I think it's only gotten more prominent.
Have you thought about
in a positive way?
Have you thought about moving? Or are you from Illinois?
I'm from Detroit, actually. I was born in Wayne County, but my parents moved when I was 7 years old. So I don't consider myself a native. We moved to Kankakee County, so I grew up around there. And then I moved here 25 years ago to Chicago.
No, all right, but at middle school you were in Kankakee County.
Kankakee County. Yes.
Where's that at on the hand map?
It's the armpit between here and Champaign, Illinois.
No, so that's in Illinois.
Yes.
There we go. Okay.
So Illinois.
No, okay. Illinois is dope. Illinois just gets misrepresented with, like, I have family, grew up my whole life, go to Alabama. They would be like, we're to Chicago. We're from Chicago, Martha. I moved to Chicago. I was like, hey, I'm Martha. Where you at? You know, I live in Chicago now. She was like, we live in Waukegan. And then my one daughter lives in Zion.
Okay.
No, so we'll see you when we come down there. And, you know, that's like 2 hours away, kind of. So, yeah, Chicago or Illinois gets misrepresented by people who just say Chicago, but they live in a great community that's an hour away.
Yeah.
And it's a phenomenal community.
There's more people that are hip now, and we'll call people out for being like, nigga, Oak Brook ain't Chicago.
To me, my thing is I really wanted to see my auntie. I really wanted to see my family.
Okay, well then.
And I thought I was making a step up, being close to some people, some cool people.
And you found out you're just as far away as if you were in another state.
If I was in Detroit, yeah. So I was like, that's just the one thing it hit me personally. Like, you can't be lying so hard about this and act like you're in Chicago all the fucking time.
Right.
And then I moved to Chicago and I see you once in 11 years.
Yeah.
That means you don't come down here that much.
Right.
You know, so it's not. That's why I was like, no, it's a whole different lifestyle up there, and it's so awesome you don't come down here. There's other people who live an hour away from the city that always go to
Aurora. They own a home. It's like, I wouldn't want to fucking come out here. This is like
Aurora's cool.
Yeah. There's a lot going on in Aurora.
I just found out Aurora's metro stop is the busiest stop on the metro line.
Really?
Yeah, it's the busiest stop, and then I see it as one. And then an older guy told me they used to call it the Aurora turnaround or something like that. They used to call it something turnaround because
that's a weak term.
But the train, he said it used to just turn around.
Oh,
it used to just go to Aurora and just turn around.
I guess you'd have to name it that. I mean, it literally does what it says.
Yeah. So he was like, back in the day, like it was just, you just knew Aurora as the place where it's just turning around. And now it kind of seems like a hub where people who live south of Aurora and more west of Aurora, since it don't come out that way, they just use Aurora as their hub, like people use Chicago as the hub.
Okay.
So making Aurora probably I would say, I don't want to say a dope city, but a city with stuff going on.
Yeah.
When you get
it's
a lot
one of the cooler suburbs.
Yeah, when you get a lot of foot traffic and shit, that's when you can have. I went to their outdoor mall. They had like a premium outlet mall.
Yeah,
I love a premium outlet.
Me too. I do not hate a mall.
Yeah, something about these Asics shoes being 40% off. I'm like, I'll get them now.
I'll drive 40 miles for that.
Yeah, and it's
I'll drive 40 for 40.
Yeah, so no, it was dope being out there, and I could tell, like, okay, they got like nice stuff. This is the high-end outdoor mall.
Yeah,
which is probably banging right now since it's so hot right now on a Saturday.
Yeah, man. And then you've got that place out in Indiana, I forget which, but
Michigan City.
Yep, Michigan City. And then my brother was like, "Hey, watch this," and we kept driving up and saw a nuclear plant.
Oh shit!
Across the river.
Oh, that's gotta suck. It's there's some really. I dated this girl who's
it's controlled apparently.
Yeah, it's just something about a nuclear plant. I dated this girl that lived in she lived in Port Huron, Michigan.
Okay.
And so just driving there from Detroit, and then you drive along the freeway, and it was like a St. Clair Shores. On the left side is Michigan St. Clair Shores, then it's Lake Michigan, and on the right side it's Canada.
Okay.
But it's so it's like $1 million houses on the Michigan side, and it's some kind of power plant. It looks like The Simpsons almost. And it's just kind of funny, like it's $1 million houses.
Oh, the juxtaposition is always the most hilarious.
It was just like, is this water safe? And then they got like, it's houses with docks. They got like docks where their boat is right in front of the house. I'm like, do I want to have water? Do I want to have a boat in this water with this plant right here? And, is this one of those things to where, have you ever thought about it? Like you're living somewhere you're so close to something so dangerous that something happened, you're just dead. You're not even thinking about it. Like to where like you can see like the volcano. Flint? Yeah, or like there's a volcano. If it ever erupted, you can run. But it's a city that's right next to the volcano. Like if this shit erupted, we're here. Like that's what it's.
That's a wrap.
Yeah, it seems like one of those things. And this country's filled with a lot of stuff like that, where it's just like if something happened, that's kind of how I feel about Pensacola, like where my brother lives in Florida, all those military bases.
Yeah.
I'm like, if something happened here,
you're military, right? Ex-military.
no, sometimes I wish I was because
Me too.
Yeah, they
I'd feel like less of a pussy.
yeah. That or sometimes I just want the benefits. I just want to go somewhere knowing that somebody's supposed to take care of me.
I would have I would have the income that I've dreamt of. In my pocket.
Yeah, just
most times.
What the
just the expendable income. I wouldn't have to worry about extra source of income after I served. I get free school. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of shit that would be on the government dime or discount dime. You know?
Yeah, if you play it right. That's the only thing about that, though.
You can't be frivolous with it.
I know some people who the military's worked out really well for them, and I know some people who went in and kind of dropped out and like that wasn't for me.
Yeah.
And so I can see how you got to make it work for you. My one friend.
I wouldn't quit. I'd stick it out.
No, I wouldn't, because it's kind of he was just a mechanic. He became a mechanic, and I didn't even. That's when I realized that you can have regular jobs in there. He gained like 30 pounds.
Wow.
And so that was when I realized that you didn't always have to be in shape in that shit. I always thought everybody was a soldier and had a gun.
Right.
And then he's like, yeah, I work on helicopters. And they told me I got to start working out or I'm going to get kicked out. He got caught up in that stuff with George Bush where it was like you had to they were making cuts on fitness.
Oh.
So people were failing the fitness shit. You were getting cut.
Ridiculousness. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Can you imagine that's your biggest thing is just like, damn, I got to start working out.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to get in trouble.
Yeah.
So like,
if I don't get skinny quick, my benefits are a wash.
Yeah, and then he knew how to play it, so he didn't. Sometimes people travel a lot. He just stayed in Pensacola for 20 years.
Oh Jesus.
And so it was just like, to me, you take pay cuts a little bit, but then your family's in one spot. You're set in your ways, and then when you get out of there, since the military is so incestuous with these companies, you instantly got a job with Radon or who are the big guys? Boeing, the people who make the missiles and
Lockheed
shit.
Martin.
Yeah, Lockheed Martin and all those people.
Right.
And then Lockheed Martin is like two different companies. We're all talking about the conspiracy, but this is just real quick. The Martin is another company. It's Lockheed Martin. The Martin people, they specialize in some kind of spacecraft, and their name is on the plaque at the Denver airport.
Okay.
So if you look at that plaque where it says like the New World Order plaque and all that stuff, the Martin blah blah blah, Martin Aeronautics is on there. That's the Martin and the Lockheed Martin.
Okay, sure.
If you didn't know that, and so but
I mean, I don't.
Or you don't dabble in this kind of shit.
That doesn't surprise me. You know what I mean? Like how many hands they have and how many pots.
Yeah.
That stuff doesn't surprise me in the least. Like the amount of flags we put in different countries, how much industry we have that has supported the war machine, you know, like just how many hands we have and how many different bags out here. I mean, that doesn't surprise me.
Okay. Yeah, it's a lot of. It's just fascinating when you learn about it. You're like, what are these? And I just always like to look at who are these companies, especially when it hits close to home. You know, my friend's got a really good job as soon as he graduated, or I always call it graduating when you retired, because it felt like a graduation. Just going to that shit. It really felt like a graduation ceremony. But yeah, like you retired, and then they're just like, all right, we'll give you like $6,000 a month to work here for us.
Yeah.
And then you're already getting your benefits too. So it was like.
That's cool.
Yeah, if you work it like that, and you're making $10,000 a month.
Yeah,
that's cool. But it's some people that got half of a leg that are like, I went to Iraq. It's just like, you get what I mean? It works. Some people got
the only solution is heroin.
Yeah, or going to open mics, being weird at open mics.
Sure, that's a healthier way of doing it.
Yeah,
I think we've all found our niche that way.
There's one comedian that was like, I got a crazy story, man. You want to hear this story? I'm like, if you just don't say the story, don't set me up for it.
Yeah.
Don't.
Well, now I don't want to hear it.
I don't want to meet you somewhere
set
separate.
Yourself up to fail.
Yeah, he was like, it was like he had to go somewhere separate to tell me the story, and I don't know. Maybe it's a good story or not, but I was just like, no, you just say it.
Want to hear a joke? Well, yeah.
Yeah, just say it.
Just say the joke.
Yeah, because when you say it like that, yeah, it's all when someone sets you up, it's never good. It's never good. I dated a girl who would try to be. When you're dating somebody, they try to match your energy if you're silly and stuff.
Sure.
And then she was trying to match my silly energy, but she would do shit where she would be like, and this, and wait for it. The socks weren't even there. And it was just, and she just kept doing that wait for it shit. I was just like, stop doing that shit.
You had me on my tippy toes with with anxiety on that one. Yeah,
she did it like 6 or 7 times. I was like, Catherine, stop doing that, please. Stop the wait for it. Just say it. Just say what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Not the wait for it. It was,
right.
Wait for it. They weren't. The keys weren't even there. They weren't even there. They were arguing over keys. It was just like,
why don't you have a comedy special?
I don't. It's coming soon. I'm working on it. It's That's my only thing with just working. I've just had to get my comedy around my job situation.
No, I get it. I'm doing the same thing. It's a bitch.
And so my thing is,
you have to be gainfully employed.
Yeah, like I like doing Steven's mic on Thursday.
Oh, that mic's great.
Just so you can work on. Now I'm like compartmentalizing my stuff. Like, oh, okay, I could do this. This is 5 minutes towards this, and then I do a different 5 minutes. Or at Steven's, I could do a different 10 minutes.
Like I did 10 minutes. I did the first 5 that has been working for me, and then I did that other 5 that I was considering putting there. I'm like, okay, all this worked.
Yeah, no, it's and then you do want to do it in front of some real people because there's only like 4 real people there.
I made friends that night. Great people were there, but it was a special night. It was the night before 4th of July, so it was a little extra special. But I also think it's probably that vibe there most of the time. Yeah,
I was just about to say, it is like that most of the time. I think the only thing that was kind of made it. Didn't it get crazy like after 1 o'clock?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so normally it don't get that busy after 1 o'clock. It seemed like they got out of some kind of party or something, but it's kind of like that every Thursday, and people are there. Like a couple people were there, but it's never super duper busy. Yeah. No, it was a good spot. But yeah, I've been working on that, and I don't know if I'm gonna come out with a special. I really want to host a night, just to be like this is my open mic. This is the DJ Slider Bite open mic.
Yeah, and, it'd be great if you could do that.
Yeah, it's just 2 things I want to do. I want to get my own speaker, so I can bring that to a bar, so they don't have to worry about a setup or anything. Like I bring in the speaker, bring in the thing, and just do that. Kind of do that for a little bit.
Yeah, that's the easiest way to do it.
Yeah, and no, I think it'd be cool, and name the shit name it a cool name to where people want to come to it. Don't name it anything scary or weird.
Right.
And
yeah.
I want to, because sometimes when people have these mics and they name it these weird names, I'm like, I don't get this. Name it the Watch Your Step mic. Like if I had a mic up here, it would be the Watch Your Step mic. You had to walk up some steps.
Right.
I'm not gonna name it the fist punch mic.
You're gonna name mine. You best be funny, Mike.
Yeah, or just shit like that. Or like, we don't need all that. Just give me the ha mic, the smiles and tears mic.
Yeah.
Name it something simple.
The laughing clown, the sad clown mic.
Yeah, just name it something simple and something inviting, because most likely what we're gonna see there is gonna be mid. So you don't gotta be all weird with the name.
Right.
Just
don't fuck with the name. Be realistic about it. Keep it simple. Make it memorable.
This shit's not gonna be that great when I get here.
Right.
Just speaking for the people, and I'm talking about myself. This shit is.
This name is so vainglorious that I'm certain to be set up for failure. I'm certainly going to be disappointed later.
That's
woo.
Yeah. Do you I don't know. It's Saturdays are kind of mid. A lot of people go to Reggie's to do that, Mike. Do you do Reggie's at all?
Sometimes.
Okay. I used to get out there when I had a car.
I'm definitely involved in Ha Ha to Hell and the band Ass to Ass that used to be the band at Power Hour. So that band is the backup band for that comedy showcase that happens once a month at Reggie's, which is Ha Ha to Hell.
Yes. Oh, all right. I didn't even know that. Okay.
That's next Saturday, actually. I'm looking forward to those. Yeah.
All right. You got to say the date just in case.
Yeah. So I believe it's the 17th, but let me just go ahead and bust them out.
July 17th, you guys.
Yep. This July 17th.
I got a lot of listeners overseas. Get your tickets. A lot of
listeners overseas. Okay, I like that. Okay, here's my handy dandy calendar. Okay, yes. Excuse me. Ha Ha to Hell is actually, that's Saturday, July 19th. 19th, not the 17th. 17th is a Thursday. I'm also going to just plug my shit while I'm thinking about it. I run an AI game show co-host with Bontrager. Comedians or contestants that have to use their written word to create artificial images live on stage and defend it to win the round. So that is going to be at Surge Billiards on Fullerton, Thursday, July the 24th at 8 p.m. We've got Jake, Edgar, Abigail Blaze, and Tamir on this time as contestants. And we got to find a judge. So that's something that's going to be happening this month as well. Oh, and then I'm going to be at My Buddies, doing a showcase at My Buddies Thursday, July the 31st, also at 8 p.m. So, yeah. Actually, there's other shit coming up, too, which is wild.
You got a lot of stuff. Usually people come on this show, they're not booked like this. This guy's busy.
I mean, we'll see what next month comes. But there's this like Naboo's turning a different age or whatever. So 29. So it's probably going to be a roast of this woman Naboo, and she was running the Glenwood tap mic for a while.
I remember seeing that name. That's out in the suburbs, right?
Yeah, no. It's actually in Rogers Park.
Okay.
So I don't know what's going on with that, or if that's going to be. She's been falling on hard times, so big ups for her. We're trying to support her. So, there's some things that are coming up that are pretty cool. And then August, birthday month, the 9th, I'll be in Kankakee at the Damn Tap. Again, the last Thursday of the month, the next Prompt Battle Royale, which you can look at YouTube, check out all of our live shows, or recorded shows, I should say, and get a hold of our website information, metrics, etc. But really great stuff that I'm doing. And then I also co-produce a comedy showcase called the Caponeville Comedy Showcase, the Caponeville Capers Comedy Showcase, excuse me. And that is in Forest View, Illinois, which is by Berwyn, at Bad Attitude Bar and Grill. Kind of a biker, cop-friendly bar, but very racially diverse, very cool people, and they're very supportive with the events that go on, and so they've been very supportive of me. It's $10 at the door. Cash, they basically hustle all their regulars to pay, and now it's gaining a little bit more popularity. People have been hearing about it and coming in, so like I'm getting a little bit more savvy with the pages and who to notify about shit, and I've been getting some pretty top-notch local comedians. So it's been gaining momentum, and like I've been doing that for a year, and then PBR for over 2 years. And it's the trajectory's going up consistently. So
when you say PBR, that's the
Prompt Battle Royale. That's the AI game show.
No, all right, yeah, there we go. No, it's just I thought of the beer, and I was just like, oh, you've been.
We might have to find some merch that could help us out with that. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, no, hopefully, I think you can. I think that'll blow up with that.
Word, yeah. We're trying to talk to Stizzy and weed companies and for sponsorship and stuff, but it's been a challenge getting people to call back.
No, I think you definitely get one with Blue Chew. It seems like they'll give money to anybody.
Blue Chew would be great. Boner pills are the way, and I'm a fan.
Yeah, no,
It's just like, you know what? Yeah, there's working out, and then there's Blue Chew. And it's a natural pill. We figured out. I'll put in 3. I'll be like, this bitch is going to the grave tonight.
I was about to say, I wish I was a girl so bad just so I could advertise the Blue Chew. I think that'd be huge.
There's a lot of women that advertise Blue Chew in those little stupid ads.
Really? See? Yeah. That's
my boyfriend, I got Blue Chew, and I'm like, I get dicked down.
Yeah.
They don't say that, but that's what they want to say.
That's kind of, what they're implying. It's just like, hey.
For the first time because.
He had Blue. It was there.
Mm-hmm, yep. And then I gave him blowies in the morning on Blue Chew.
Yep.
I can't talk.
Yeah,
my throat's sore.
Yeah, no, yeah, I would do that if I was a lady. I would just sell Blue Chew and have a fan me. It's the same thing Haley Welsh has. It's the non-nude OnlyFans.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's
non-nude.
Yeah, it's supposed to be non-nude, and then it was just like you can look at her pictures and she'll have posts on the pictures.
Yeah.
But it was you can either pay $7 a month or pay $3 per picture to look at her pictures.
Interesting.
And it was just, I can see
Are
like
they very seductive non-nude pictures.
They were like regular pictures of her just hanging sitting on a horse.
Sometimes those could be more seductive and erotic than blatantly showing cleave and ass and.
They look like graduation pictures.
Okay,
kind of like how like.
Yeah, that's a little. I mean, I think it's brilliant.
Yeah, I thought it was. I was like, okay, I'm just trying to just to swing back to the guy making money on the internet. I'm looking at all ways to make money off this internet. And I'm like, okay, there's a non-nude OnlyFans. This is going to
be your most lucrative interview yet.
I think so. I think it's going to be on YouTube. It's going to have more.
I hope my energy is somewhat substantial because it's been a long night.
I'll tell you, I think my last one got 0 views. So if this got more than 0 views.
You know what? The fact that we're even doing it is a treasure to me.
Yeah. No, this is going to be dope. I think, and then I'll advertise where I'm going to be just around Chicago. I'll be at Stephen Curry's mic on Thursday. I forgot where I usually go every other. Sometimes I go to Cole's Bar, but it depends. But you'll see me around. I'm DJ Sliderbite on everything. Why don't you see me on that? I'm on the internet, DJ Sliderbite. And I do need to get on OnlyFans before someone takes that name while we're talking about it.
Yeah, I go by Mr. Eddie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I'm pretty sure there's been 3 or 4 porn stars named Mr.
I'm
Eddie.
Sure,
probably.
But porn stars great, but not comedians that didn't have to resort to porn. Although I have no judgment of that.
No, I don't. I just think it's a lot. It's a lot going on.
It's hard getting legitimate work as an actor once you've been a porn star or performer.
Yeah, no, I know that.
I'm starting to see a couple. Sasha Grey is trying to uplift. There's a couple that are like transforming, but no one's ever going to take them that seriously.
I've never seen a male. The only time I've seen a male porn star was just is in the context of this is a porn set. Because I remember this guy named Lexington Steele was on a show called Weeds.
Oh wow!
Where it was how she had to fuck up
the
little brother.
They call him the milkman, Lex Steele.
Oh, I didn't know
Lexington
that.
Steele.
That's funny. I didn't even know that. I just
probably because of just the amount of
jizz or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like watching people whose dick is bigger than mine. I'm like, I got so many obstacles. And I don't got time to be thinking about this one right now.
Yeah, I'm talking about I'm comparing my mid dick to this. It's not right.
Yeah,
it's not realistic.
No, and then it's girls making noises that you just never heard before.
Right.
I don't need to hear this shit. But in the show, it was the gag
I'll
was
tear up the prenup. Yeah.
Yeah. You know how the main character had the little fuck up brother? I think it was her brother or something like that. He was a screw up, and so he had a job on the set of that. He was supposed to be catering for the porn set.
Okay.
And then one of the lead things was no beef. And so I guess he didn't read that or something. And then he cooked something. People didn't know what it was. And then the Lexus Steel guy was like, what's in this? Because everybody was like, this is so good. And then 30 minutes later, he's like, what the fuck is in this? Is this beef? And he was like, yeah, I can't eat beef. And then he couldn't get his dick hard or whatever. And that was the
he's
joke.
got a weird... He's got a weird psychological kind of block.
But then I've heard that before too. I've heard that red meat, I guess, is just not the best for us.
Clogs your shit. You know what I mean? That's not it's not like your blood vessels are flowing. Well, so he takes very good care of himself. It sounds like
you're taking the words right out of my mouth. It was that's the only thing I think is fascinating about these porn stars and stuff. When you hear them talk, they are body positive and health positive because it goes with their job. Motherfuckers got to be in shape. And then they do kind of be taking STD tests every 3 days, and and then that's their job, to be in shape and to not have AIDS.
Yeah.
so,
no beta blockers, no weird foreign, pills, substances, injectables. Right.
Yeah,
I mean, they are. I think they are taking some serious supplements or
sometimes, but then I like when they talk about the shit they take. It was one person. I don't know why I bought this shit. It was like lectinin or something like that. It's like a sunflower seed supplement.
Yeah,
but it makes you jizz more. It's supposed to do something else, but one of the side effects is just you have more jizz.
In my pedestrian way of health, I've noticed that I get a lot of iron from eating gizzards or liver. That makes me very virile.
All right. Okay. Yeah, that's something. I wish it was a porn star. They would go, yeah, one time they told me to eat some iron to help out with my stuff.
All right, some tripe.
Yeah, no, I just love, at least when Lisa Ann talks, especially her, she's amazing.
She's great.
She did a presentation to Congress.
Seems the smartest one out of the whole bunch.
Yeah, just very intelligent. I like that she kind of
charismatic, incredible personality.
She says stuff for men that a lot of women don't say.
Yeah, I'm seeing a trend in the social medias where women are advocating for men and
I like that.
The script and also 9 inches, and then they bring the ruler down to 5, 6, perfect.
Oh yeah,
okay, that's nice. Thank you for not shaming us for not having a big schlong.
Yeah, no, she did one thing where they were talking about porn stars, and one porn star had these allegations, and she was just like, while we talk about that, two of the allegations comes from ex-girlfriends, and then they were like, yeah, and then she was just like, so you got to take into factor sometimes when people break up, sometimes they say crazy shit.
Yeah.
And it was just like she was just so quick and matter of fact about that, and didn't turn it into a whole bunch of shit. And I was just like, I like what she's talking about.
Yeah. Well, she's smart.
Yeah, she's cool. But when she talked to Congress, it was one of those things that was very, damn, I hate it. I don't want to end it on this, but she talked to Congress about the dangers of porn, and how like back in the day, like it'll be adults that will recognize you. Like she said she'll go to Starbucks and it'll be like a weird grown up and be like, hey, Lisa Ann. She said now it's like little kids like, hey, you're so and so, and then especially with the step dad and mom stuff. And she said a little kid was just literally like, she said this happened to her one time for sure. Was
what
like,
does she mean little kid? What age? Like
tween? 9 years old.
Oh, fuck me.
9 and
Yikes.
yeah, 9 and tween. But she said they would be, but the way she described this is a little kid. She said the little kid was like, hey, I seen you on the internet. You have sex a lot. Can I have sex with you? And then she'd be like, she said she was like, no, that's wild. Where'd you get that from? And then she said the little kid was like, well, then I'm about to go. My dad is over there. Can I go introduce you to my dad? And then he'll have sex with you, and then maybe I will.
That's a side partner, right?
Because
they
get the hierarchy or whatever. They understand that.
Yeah.
And so it was just like, this is wild. And then it takes somebody who's older and kind of out of the game. It really takes somebody in the game to say that, to where it's just like, oh, this shit makes more sense. Because I don't know if she's still doing videos or whatnot. But it was just the fact that she said that, and it was like, hey, we need a couple bit more regulations on this. It's getting wild. People are getting younger and younger recognizing me. You know, this and that. It was just every time she talks, it's like, okay, I listen to it. It's not just where you hear other porn stars talking, nothing against them, but if they're not saying anything that's like about life or anything cool, they're just talking about partying and shit.
Sure.
They're just party people.
Right.
And and it's just like, okay, I don't got time for here to party and
bullshit.
or a lot of, like, we were talking about drugs. I don't do heroin or cocaine and shit. So it's just,
you shouldn't.
To hear somebody talk 30 minutes about, oh, and we were this and we did this and then it was like, I was like, I'll go up there.
Let me tell you from experience, it's nothing to brag about.
Yeah, they make it braggy, but then you're listening to it as a scrub, or just listening to a podcast like, damn, should I be doing cocaine? Maybe if I did some cocaine, I'll be hanging out with some porn stars.
I mean,
breaking a glass window over something.
It ain't gonna take long for you to figure out if you should ever do it again.
Yeah, that too. I like you got you got old rock star advice. You're just like, I don't got time for this. I just want to. This is too much, man.
Got time for this shit.
And you ever OD in Cincinnati and then come back to me.
All right. Real radio's dead. Where we at? Keep it local. Support your local grocer.
Hell yeah. No, so
vote locally.
God damn it. This. As long as that cat doesn't run out.
Yeah, the cat I've been watching, and the cat's cool.
All right. But no, so since the door is swinging open, we've done our time.
We have. Thank you so much for this.
You already plugged your stuff? Did you want to?
Let me give you a brief synopsis again.
Right.
So you can see me on Instagram at Mr. Eddie M1STEREDDIE. I'm also a co-host producer for Prompt Battle Royale. That is a AI game show where comedians are contestants and use the written word that creates live images that they have to defend live on stage. The next one will be this month, the 24th at Surge, 8 p.m. The 24th, 8 p.m. at Surge. Ha ha to hell. I play in a band called Ass to Ass. And we are a backup band for a comedy showcase that happens at Reggie's Rockstar Club. I think it's 2109 South State. And the show, Ha Ha to Hell, is a really cool kind of dark comedy showcase that happens once a month. This will be on the 19th, Saturday the 19th. And then I'll be performing at My Buddies. And it's going to be very, very cool. 8 p.m. My Buddies. It's going to be a showcase. It's going to be kind of a different sort of thing. It's going to be very neat. Yeah, and then you can see Prompt Battle Royale on YouTube, Prompt Battle Royale. All of our filmed shows are on that site, and then you can kind of check out Prompt Battle Royale on Instagram as well.
All right, yes. So there you have it. Follow Mr. Eddie on everything, and I'm DJ Slider by it on everything. And this is the Slider Cast. Y'all keep getting jiggy with it.
Slide it.